Welcome to the Green Room, I'm Ellie Birdie, and I've been a writer my whole life. But in 2020, I just could not write for the life of me. And because it was that year, I decided to start drawing. Not gonna lie, it got the tiniest bit obsessive, but the lessons learned were invaluable. I learned to write based on instinct and lessons here and there and feedback. It was all a very gradual process. In art, on the other hand, I wanted to improve as quickly as possible. So I focused on technical learning, on art fundamentals. Learning art on a technical level really helped offer me a structure that I could then apply to my writing skills. Compared to writing, art is really hard to start off on. In writing, you can just write, "She smiled," and move on to the next sentence immediately. I'm 4 years into my drawing journey, and I still struggle with drawing a smile. You have to know so much. Line, form, proportions of the face. Because of my writing background, I had a lot of storytelling ambition in my art from the get-go. But I was very limited by my lack of skills, or I only managed when I was really trying my hardest. This experience gave so much weight and meaning to every creative decision I now make. You know, if in a story a character smiles, I no longer just write "she smiled" and move on. I explore the action and emotion of that smile to find the maximum potential. And I might still write "she smiled" at the end of that sentence, but I'll have so much more context for the entire scene. And context is priceless in making writing richer. If you're interested in my writing, I'm currently posting sketches on Tapas. It's a YA illustrated novel about friendship and growing up. And it's written in short, easygoing chapters, making it a perfect bite-sized read. Being interested in both writing and art, I decided to start working on a graphic novel, because what better way to combine the two elements? I had absolutely no idea what I was getting into. Comic books are very time-consuming, even if you have a very simple style, and mine was not. Writing is a great creative medium because it's limitless. If you can imagine it, it can be in your story. That's one of the best things about books. But as a writer, it can have its downfalls. You can end up overindulging without even noticing. And from experience, most readers don't notice this sort of thing either, but it will dilute the meaning of your story. Working on a comic book really taught me about effectiveness. There simply needs to be a reason for why I would spend several hours drawing a single panel. Even if the panel just shows "she smiled," I need to justify the worth of that action before adding it in. And that really taught me the value of each sentence, no matter how small it is. One of the most valuable things I gained from drawing is reactions. It's so much easier to get a person to look at your picture than to read your book. Reading is an active action that takes time, so unless people already have trust in you to write something worthwhile, they're not really likely to read your book. Kind of like being a starter YouTube channel no one clicks on. Posting my art frequently online the past few years, I've gotten so much valuable feedback on my characters, on my stories, on the themes that I focus on. I got to see what people respond to the most, which is so valuable as a writer. It really helped fill in the gaps that I was missing before. I think as a writer, it's so valuable to look at other skills in your life and see what your experience with them can teach you about writing. I highly recommend just having a self-reflection session and seeing how one area in your life really impacts another one. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this interesting. Feel free to check out this video next, and have an awesome day. Bye!